What's going on, guys? We are back for another quick video, and I just wanted to make another research-based video because research is really the most important part of your Merch by Amazon business, and something that I'm spending a lot more time on these days to really find, winning designs and niches. So this video specifically, we're going to delve into using Merch Informer's trends module and its social hunter module to actually find, either untapped niches or just niches and some unique kind of designs that are selling on other platforms that we can actually bring over and potentially sell or create designs around on the Merch by Amazon platform. So before we get into the video, as always, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're interested in print-on-demand e-commerce, KDP, or really anything else related to selling stuff online. And of course, check the description down below. I'm going to put links to everything that we talk about in this video. So let's get into it. What we're going to do is go over to Merch Informer. Now, if you guys don't have a Merch Informer account, I highly recommend you sign up. I'll have a link down below in the video, and if you use that link, it does help buy me a cup of coffee, so I appreciate that if you guys do choose to sign up for Merch Informer. What we're going to want to do, and this is normally the first place I start if I don't already have a niche that I have in mind. So today I don't really know what niche we're going to use, so I come over to the Trend Hunter and click on the movers and shakers. It does take a second to load, but what this is doing is it's querying Amazon and pulling up the shirts that have recently been selling. So they've had a drop in bestsellers rank, indicating that they're selling on Amazon. And this is really nice because it helps us catch trends as they're happening. And you'll notice up here we can filter them out by, the ones with the greatest daily change, weekly, monthly, and we can even change out the category, right? We have right now Merch by Amazon t-shirts, but we could filter by any of these other variations. But for now, we're just going to leave it as is. And what I'm going to do here is just kind of go through these and look for something that maybe I haven't really explored yet. So let's just take a look. And you guys will notice, so the information it shows the design. It's showing the price. So we can see on this shirt, for example, this price has stayed the same at $14.99. And then it's going to show this line, which is the BSR, the change in bestsellers rank. And as you guys can see, since August 29th, this shirt's had a steep drop in BSR, so it's been selling over this time period. We can see, on the other hand, this pug shirt right here has kind of been going up, and then, every dot on here is a sale that's occurred. So we can see that it's dropping again, rising, and then dropping drastically. So then you're going to get some more information like title, the merchant. You can click these and they link right through. ASIN, the price, and then it's actually going to give us an estimate on the monthly sales volume. So 7 shirts, 2 shirts, 2 shirts, etc. So let's look for something that we might want to explore a little bit more. So, for example, this one's very simple, right? Now this one is doing about 2 units a month, 275,000 BSR, according to Merch Informer. Books, tea, cats, social justice. One thing I've never really explored is social justice, so let's just use that. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the Social Hunter module over here on the left, and we're going to just type in the niche, social justice, and we have the search engine. We can choose between Etsy and Pinterest. I like to start on Etsy. And it does take a little bit of time, about 40 seconds. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to come over to Amazon and search the niche and just pull that up. Now, I do normally like to keep an Excel sheet open or maybe a Google Drive sheet, and I'll just start keeping track of some ideas that I like while I'm going through this process. But let's just do social justice t-shirt. I'm doing this now because you guys know my Amazon takes forever to load because I have so many tools installed on here, so it does take a little bit. So let's let that load for a few minutes. All right. Now, the Social Hunter module has pulled up some results. The first thing I do is I go over to the sort by, and I will sort by favorites. So these are people that are favoriting on Etsy. And the reason I like to do that is, we can also sort by views, but I think that a favorite indicates a little bit more that people are actually very interested in the shirt, but we can try both as well. So what I'm going to do is just kind of look through here and look at some of the designs and some of the sayings that are selling, and just kind of gauge, maybe some options that we could utilize in this space, right? So, we have a kind of a Colin Kaepernick one, and you guys will see here what it's showing us is the price. And then it's going to show us how many people have favorited this item. So 1,588 people on Etsy have favorited this. So they're showing interest in this type of product. Views, 12,000 plus views. It's going to show us the tags that they're using, link to the shirt. So if we wanted to go check out their store, let's go ahead and click this really quick. And I will normally come over and check these stores out as well. So we can see here's the exact listing. We can check the description. So if we want to see if they have any keywords in here, I don't see anything major. And the one other thing normally I'll do during this process is I'll also take a look at the Etsy stores, just because I know that a lot of these Etsy stores have tons and tons of designs. So, or maybe they're very specific to a niche, like these guys, equality, economic, and social justice clothing. And this is a great place where I can start finding other ideas, and other phrases or sayings that I'm interested in. For example, I could take this one, like filthy, what's this say? Filthy mouthed wife, excuse me. And then what I would do, filthy mouthed wife. So let's just see if there's anything here. I'm going to check this on TM Hunt. We see there's nothing. And then I would normally come and search that phrase on Amazon as well. So let's go ahead and, oops, didn't mean to click Whole Foods, but let me just open another tab here. And the reason that we're doing this is we want to see, there's products that are selling well on Etsy. We want to see if that similar style product or that phrase is selling well on Amazon. And if it's not, maybe it gives us a chance to actually create a design, with a similar phrase. I'm not telling you guys to copy the phrase, but to find, maybe some unique ways to change things up and come over onto Amazon. So let's just see if there's any other shirts like this. So we see that there are, in fact, a bunch of people that are creating shirts on Amazon. And so, I might make a note of this. This is a phrase and think about it later. A lot of these are very simple text. So maybe I would ask my designer to come in and create something that is, nicer than these, that maybe has an image or something else, kind of like what these guys have done on Etsy. They've added some flowers in here. So this one looks a lot better than, some of the designs we're seeing on here. So we're just trying to find unique ways that we can come in and improve on designs or put our unique twist on it. Maybe we're changing the phrase, whatever it may be. Or finding a variation. So we could do, filthy mouthed husband. I don't know. It's just different. So that's kind of my first little strategy there. But let's go back. So, this is one way you can kind of find stores that are doing really well on Etsy, see what they're doing that's working. But let's go back to the social hunter. We're just going to, again, keep doing this process. So what kind of wine goes with Smashing the Patriarchy? 638 favorites, 4,000 plus views, and we can also find here, this is a great way to find other keywords. So now we could go and find protest shirt, and what we could do is click that again. Now we can take these tags, and this is now another way that we can find other unique spaces on Amazon that we haven't gotten into. So let's go ahead and try this one. And this, guys, this is a rabbit hole you can spend so much time going down, but coupled with our other research questions that we are going to ask and kind of ways that we find, untapped niches, this is a great way to actually get the research process started. Let's choose all departments here. I don't know why it's not loading. And let's see if anything comes up. So what I mean by that is, for example, I'm going to look and see, okay, there's 6,000 results. So obviously this keyword right here is, there's a lot of competition. But we do see that the best sellers rank is here. So people are selling shirts in this niche, right? 300,000, 150,000. I love seeing these numbers. That means there's definitely sales going on here, 500, 100,000, etc. So, now I might take a deeper dive on this niche, look and see if I can find some sub niches within here, etc. So the first kind of thing that I do is I use this to gauge, to find stores on Etsy that are selling, cool products that I might not have thought of. And then I also use the tags to find keywords that I can then check on Amazon to see if those are selling. Now I want to come back because our search result has loaded. So social justice t-shirt, what we see, guys, 568 results, which is awesome. That means there's not a ton of competition here. People are definitely searching for this, and it's cool because we do see that other people are creating t-shirts for this niche, which also indicates that there is probably demand here for us. And if you guys look, so let's check this out. So the BSRs, again, are doing pretty dang well. 124,000, 347,000. These aren't doing, 20, 30 shirts a month, but this one's doing a couple shirts a month, maybe one or two shirts a month, etc. So now we found potentially another niche that we can use, this keyword right here. and rank a good quality design and actually get to selling in this niche. So what I would come and do is now I would go and try to find, some unique phrases to put on shirts, get my designer to come up with 5 or 10 shirts, and then we would list these into this space. So again, that's just one example. And we could keep going through this and, spend 5 or 10 minutes. I love naps, milk, and social justice, right? And again, I would just come and see if there's anything like that on here. Obviously, that shirt's going to be for a baby or a kid. So, Amazon right now doesn't have anything for young children, so it might not be a good shirt to bring over here. But the other unique thing I'm noticing is a lot of these are just text-based designs. So even if you guys are just getting started, this is a really great way. You could go to Canva, make a design, very simple. We see these ones do have BSR, so they are selling. This one's 663,000, and it's just a very, very simple text-based design. I could do these on my own in 5-10 minutes and pump out a bunch of different designs. So and this is again where the more you do the research, the more you're going to get into this. So now there's certain phrases that I like to do. So for example, now we could do like, this social justice warrior is powered by coffee, right? And there's other little things like that. Or this social justice warrior was born in February or January, whatever it may be. So now just by finding this niche, we could easily create 10, 20, 30 designs that are very, very simple. So anyway, that is kind of the way that I start to do this research, and you have to get a little bit creative with it, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of how powerful using these two tools combined can be. So using the trend hunter and then finding a trending style design or keyword, and then using the social hunter to actually find other cool designs and phrases that are selling really well on Etsy, and then checking on Amazon and seeing if those designs or phrases are on Amazon, and if they're not, or if you think you can come in and create a much better version of them or something similar, it's a great way to get started and find these untapped niches that you can come in and really dominate and start getting sales. So I hope that video was helpful for you guys. Obviously, if you guys have any questions about this or any feedback, let me know in the comments below. And obviously, check the description and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to learn more about some of the other strategies that I'm implementing with my research process for Merch by Amazon or KDP, whatever it may be. So with that being said, guys, we will see you in the next video. Cheers.